Hi YouTube, so this is a quick update video. I skipped week 7 because I did get an ultrasound at 7 weeks, 3 days, and the only reason I skipped it was because the only picture I have is on my phone because they put the rest on a disc. So today we went at 10:30 and got our first actual doctor exam, because the 7-week one was just at a free clinic where they do pre-pregnancy tests, kind of like Planned Parenthood but not the same. Sorry, I'm putting my hair out of the way. Anyways, so today was my first actual OB appointment, and I'm really thinking I'm going to change doctors just because she's a nice lady, don't get me wrong, but there's just something I'm not real hyped about, I guess, about her. Something that just is a little off. She didn't really give me that much information, not that I really need that much because this is my 4th baby, but she just basically asked me some previous pregnancy questions, was trying to talk to me about medications I can and cannot take, trying to tell me about, being able to eat healthy and all that, because she only wants me to gain 20 pounds because I'm already a little bit above what I should be. And she did a pelvic exam, a pap smear, and a breast exam, which I was not exactly thrilled about, and I'm still feeling a little uncomfortable down there from, like, uterus-wise from the exam. She did do an ultrasound. I do have a couple pictures. I'm kind of pissed, I'm not gonna lie, about the pictures, because my 7-week one is very clear. These ones are kind of dark. She did it on the belly, and the other woman did it on the belly too, but she also did a transvaginal, I think that's what they call it, where they do one inside, and she didn't end up doing that, and I kind of wish I had asked her to do that. But I'm also kind of pissed just because she had a good, like, 15 pictures, a huge long thing, and she gave me 2 out of them, and she gave me, like, the 2 worst possible pictures you could get. So that's kind of the reason I'm going to show you. This one is supposed to be the baby. It's just measuring the baby, but like I said, it is so dark. This one is the heartbeat, and where the little line is right there is supposed to be where the heart is, but like I said again, it is so completely dark. Let me try to get it right there. Like, you can't even really see the baby, and it just, makes me kind of upset because, I mean, I got to see the baby, don't get me wrong. That was another thing that made me mad too, is when she was doing the scan, she didn't move the wand that they used to go inside. She just had it sticking right there, so I kind of had to, like, look around it to be able to see the baby. And a lot of what I did see was pretty clear, but I mean, she wasn't it seemed like she kind of rushed the ultrasound to me. She didn't really look all over. I mean, she did and she didn't, but it was just pretty dark in there. I kind of wish she had said, you know what, this is kind of dark, let me do a transvaginal one so we can get a better look, but she didn't. So that kind of made me a little upset. So last week when I had the ultrasound, I was measuring right on date, 7 weeks, 3 days, measuring perfect. The heartbeat was, sorry for the background movie. The heartbeat was 159 beats per minute. Today it was 180 beats per minute. She said everything looked normal, looked fine, but she's saying, because I saw like 4 or 5 different measurements, and she ended up saying 7 weeks, 4 days, but the last measurement she took was 7 weeks, 6 days. And she didn't measure the sac or anything. She measured the baby a couple of times, but the ultrasound I had last week, they measured the sac because they said it was a little more accurate that way. So, and I've been going over my dates, and I've been going over when I would have implanted, and it still comes out around to August 3rd or 4th to when I would be due, and she's trying to say it's the 10th, and I know it's not the 10th. So other than that, everything looks great and normal. She said I can do a blood test for abnormalities and stuff, and also a translucent ultrasound, I believe is what they called it, around probably 11 or 12 weeks. So I'm thinking about doing that, but again, I'm also really considering going to someone else that, I mean, it was an hour-long appointment, but it didn't really seem like an hour, and it just seemed like she kind of wasn't thorough and wasn't very, I don't know, I can't really describe it. You just want a doctor that is going to be going over you, even if you've heard the same thing a million times, you want that doctor to still tell you everything, tell you what you should be experiencing, what you should be expecting, you know, I mean, really do a thorough ultrasound. I mean, I figured the appointment would be mostly an ultrasound, but it was mostly talking and, you know, the physical, like, exam part and not the scan part, which to me, the scan is the most important because you want to do the correct dates, you want to make sure everything's fine, and whatnot. I do still have a cyst on one of my ovaries still, and it's about 5 centimeters. I've had one before, and it was about 4. So she didn't say anything about keeping an eye on it. Didn't seem concerned about it. So I'm guessing it's normal. I'm also still considering the midwife. I'm going to look into it some more. You know, this is very important to me. No, son, go. To have everything done correctly, and if the doctor's going to rush it, then I'm not going to be happy about it. So my son is trying to get in the way, and I'm not letting that happen, so I'm just going to go ahead and go. This is just a quick update video, and I will try to get on later and do more. So until then, I'll talk to you guys later.